Kwanzaa, what up? Peace to the gods. Your warrior, y'all warrior for life. What up? Peace to the gods. Akeem, what up? Peace to the gods. How y'all feeling today, Reflections? Got a quick little download for y'all. Oh, that's what it is, brown skin. Peace and blessings. Goddess Demi, what up? Peace to the gods. Y'all come on through. Y'all see the topic though. I really want to explain death in the afterlife. Right? What's your understanding of death? Because we've been programmed to believe that we can die. If you look into nature, don't nothing die. Like Chief teaches, don't nothing die. You don't see nothing dying in nature. All you see is nature taking its course. So I'm going to break down to y'all what death is in the afterlife. A fundamental understanding and explanation of what death is. So that you know what death is. First and foremost, the Most High Chi Babaji has given us quantum physics. Quantum physics is the study of light. We know that inside of that light, those subatomic particles is 99.9 dark matter. So life truly doesn't exist. And everything is energy. God is energy. And being that everything is energy, if you go and look at the law of conservation of energy, it states that energy can never be destroyed. It can only be transformed from one state to the next. So there is no creator. There is no nothing. You cannot be destroyed or you cannot be created because it is what it is. Energy just exists. It just transforms from one state to the next, from one frequency to the next. And that's what you see happening in nature. For instance, you wouldn't say that when wintertime ended that it died, would you? You wouldn't say that, would you? No, you would say that it transitioned and transformed into another state, into another state of mind, right? Another frequency. That's all death is, like she teaches us. Death is a transitioning or a transformation of the mind, of consciousness. The first Hermetic principle is that all is mental. The law of mentalism. You are just a mind. We are all just a mind. And the mind is infinite. It's limitless. Consciousness is an infinite thing. You can't put an age on consciousness. People talk about how old are you. Somebody might ask you, how old are you? And somebody asks you how old you are, like Chi teaches, you want to tell their ass 0. Because you can't put an age on what you are. Your energy. Energy is infinite. It's ageless. It's timeless. You feel me? So, Mulan be peace to the goddesses. So, when it comes to death, death is just a transitioning from one conscious to the next. Right? It's summertime right now. When summertime is over with, we wouldn't say that summertime died. No, we're going to say that it transitioned and transformed into fall time, right? So, death. The process of death can be best described as a performance review. That's what death is. It's going to be a performance review. When you die, or at the time of your death, you're going to be presented and replayed your entire life in totality, in the manner in which you chose to live your life. This is what's going to happen. And this is going to be done from the perspective of your higher self or your supreme ego or whoever you believe in. If you believe in Jesus, Buddha, Allah, whatever being or entity that you believe in, you're going to project this being to yourself, but it's truly going to be you. You're going to project this being to you subconsciously and replay back everything that you did in your life, right? And you're going to judge yourself based upon the decisions that you made and whether or not they were in accordance with righteousness, objectivity, and truth, right? If you didn't live a life that was based in morality, based in righteousness, based in living in tune and in harmony with what is, which is nature, then you're gonna project you feel me? You're gonna enter the kingdom of heaven, like she teaches. You're gonna enter the kingdom of heaven, and you're gonna be granted everlasting life. But if you didn't live a life of righteousness and you was living an immoral life and out of tune, out of balance with the equilibrium of this plane of chance and opportunity, this earth plane, then what's going to happen is that you're going to condemn yourself, right? If you did anything bad, if you was making anybody feel any type of way negatively, you're going to condemn yourself based off of what you did, based off of your deeds, and you're going to condemn yourself to a realm of regret and guilt Now, these two realms are realms based in a hell state of mind, based in a lower self. So if you lived an immoral life and you wasn't based in righteousness, then when you do your performance review, you're going to condemn yourself based on your decisions and your deeds. And you're going to condemn yourself to Hades, to a mentality of guilt or shame, fear, regret, where you regret that you didn't remember that you was God, where you regret that, oh, I was being mean to reflections of myself. Everything was me, right? But guess what? You're going to condemn yourself just so that you can learn lessons. You're going to condemn yourself just so that you can give yourself another chance or opportunity. Like Chief teaches us, you can do no wrong, but you will be judged, and you're going to judge yourself based upon your deeds and how you use your thoughts and what decisions that you made. So that's why Chief teaches us that it's important that you do the right thing. You feel me? Keep the MODs, the morals over your desires. You feel me? Keep the morals and the principles, because nobody's going to judge you. You can't point the finger and blame nobody else on you making the decisions that you made in your life. You can't blame it on your kids. You can't blame it on your mom, your dad, your motherfucking teacher, your coach. You can't blame it on nothing. If you didn't come here to fulfill your purpose and come to the understanding that you are God, the Christ conscious, then you're going to redo this shit again. You're going to give yourself another chance and opportunity, right? So that's what death is. Death is just a transition of the mind from one frequency to the next. You're going through from one conscious to the next, right? And we're doing this every day, reflection. Every day we're doing it. They say that sleep is the cousin of death. When you take it down at night and you go into the new and you go rest, whatever you did today, whatever decisions and whatever deeds that you performed today, yeah, when you create yourself and when you project yourself into another dream realm, you can't escape yourself. You can't run from yourself. You're going to create another reality based upon the thoughts, the deeds, and the decisions that you made in this reality. So that's why it's important that you always do the right thing, man. Always keep the laws, man. Always do unto others as you would have them do unto you, because you are God. You are not separate from anything. Although you may feel as though you're a drop in the ocean, but you're not a drop in the ocean. You're the whole ocean in a drop, like she teaches us. You feel me? You affect everything. So do the right thing. Now, when it comes to the afterlife is essentially you projecting yourself into another reality based upon your deeds and your decisions, right? Just like when you portaled into this lifetime through your mother's womb, through the womb of consciousness, your lifetime is a residual effect or a residual karma of your past life deeds as your parents. So today, whatever you do today, you're creating a residual karma for your next reality, like Chief teaches us, right? Everything that you do today echoes into another existence. It echoes into another reality that you're creating for yourself. Now, you can create another heaven for yourself, or you can create a hell realm for yourself. It's based on what you do with what you know. Simple. It's based on what you do with what you know. But remember, there's no death, reflection. There's just transformation, and we have to get familiar and we have to be comfortable with change. Things are always changing. Like I was saying, nature is always changing. The seasons are always changing. Your body is always going through changes. Your hair is growing right now and you can't even see it. Your cells in your body are regenerating themselves and you can't even see it. Now, we got the concept and the idea that we can die because we've been programmed from 0 to 7 subconsciously to believe that people and things can die. But if you knew the very fabric of reality and you knew the logistics of things, like Chief teaches us, and if you knew the mathematics of the universe, you would know that you are the universe. You are the source of your reality. Everything exists contingent upon you observing it. And that observation that you are observing is you. Life is you. You feel me? So everything is always changing. Everything is ever changing. Don't nothing die. The seasons change. The trees change. You feel me? Kids change. They get taller and grow right up in front of you. But we think, oh, we seen somebody in a casket and everybody reacting and responding the completely wrong way. You got to remember, when we portaled in, we were empty vessels. We signed up to get programmed by people, places, and things in our environment. So whatever environment you were in, most likely you were in an environment that was showing you that, oh, people get old, people die, people transition, people get killed. No, that's what they were showing us on the news, right? The news is a subconscious programming. It's television, television. It's a lie. Take the F out of life and what you get. Lie. It's a lie, like Chief teaches us. You feel me? There's no life and there's nothing alive because nothing exists. Nothing can die because nothing exists. This is all a figment of your imagination, right? We're literally in the middle of darkness on a big ass rock, like Chief teaches us. And our thoughts is lighting up our reality. Your thoughts or that light is the illusion of darkness. We're literally in complete darkness. None of this exists. So the notion that we can die is false. You seen somebody laying in the casket dead, huh? No, they wasn't dead. If you was at home sleeping next to somebody, would you say that they was dead or you would say that they was sleeping? Yeah, same thing. That person that you see in the casket is sleeping and they're projecting themselves in another realm. They're gone. Their spirit is gone. They don't know that you even exist. They only exist in your reality because you are observing them. And like Chief teaches us, pain is our greatest teacher. So when we so-called witness somebody die or see somebody at a funeral and we crying and we boo-hooing, well, first you got to remember that there's a cause and effect. There's hermetic principles to reality. So whatever that person did, there was an effect to the cause that they was putting out. Whatever energy they was putting out, there was an effect to that cause. You feel me? Nothing happens for no reason. And when you see somebody die or you see somebody transition because they got shot or they got cancer or they got an illness, well, that's pain and suffering. And that other version of you is you in a parallel universe there to show you what not to do. Like Chief teaches us, pain and suffering is our greatest teacher. You see things dying because things are not living in tune with nature. If you see something transition or perish unnaturally, it's because it was living against the equilibrium of the earth. It was living against the equilibrium of this plane of chance and opportunity. It was not in tune. It was not in harmony. It was a cancer cell. So it was there to show you what not to do. Okay, if you got a family member that died from fucking cancer, you feel me? Don't do what they was doing. You feel me? Don't do what they was doing. Or they was eating the wrong way. Don't do that. Oh, they was drinking and doing all that. Oh, don't do that. They was there to show you what not to do. Everything is you. It's an extension of you, there to show you something about yourself. So we have to know this reflection. Energy cannot die because it don't even exist. It's not nothing is alive. Nothing exists. This is a holographic projection of your genetic program. We're in a computer simulation. We're a program. We're a program running. Our lives is a program running. And when you see other people, which is you, and they're transitioning out of here, okay, that's a symbol from the or a signal from your universe trying to let you know what to do. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. You seen old boy get killed down the street. Oh yeah, he got shot. Oh, because he killed somebody. He even said in the Bible, if you shed the blood of man, then your blood gonna be shed by the hands of man. It's simple. Do I really believe that? That's a fact. That's what's going on. That's a fact. That's what's going on. There's cause and effect. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Nobody dies. That's a fact. Reflection, don't nobody die. You may think that somebody dies because you were programmed and taught that people die. But nobody dies. Look out into nature. Do you see birds just dying and dropping? Do you see old birds? Do you see old fucking cats? No. Do you see an old tree? No, you don't. And even when something does transition in nature, it doesn't die because that energy is alchemizing and is being used and taking shape and form into something else to be of service to humanity. You should talk to him about this. You feel me? We all should start thinking about this because we all should be thinking about death. And when I say we should be thinking about it, we should be thinking about how we are positioning ourselves for our next reality. Because nothing can die, but we should definitely be thinking about how we are positioning ourselves. Oh, my shit paused. But yeah, we go about our days not thinking about death. Like, everybody just go to work, everybody eat, sleep, shit, have sex, and start over and do it all over again. But don't nobody actually be thinking about, okay, like, what is this? What is this? That's why Chi be giving us all this information. That's why Chi be teaching. Cause it's like, what is this? We gotta, in order for you to truly understand life, you gotta break this shit down. But we don't think about death. We don't think about transitioning. We should, because you gotta start thinking about, okay, damn, how have I been living my life? You gotta take into account and do a summary of how you living your life. Like, sit down and think about, like, damn, how am I living my life? Am I being of service to humanity? Am I helping other people? Or am I focused on my selfish desires and my egotistical desires? Remember, the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven comes before your own egotistical desires. So you need to be taking into account, what are you doing with your energy? Are you using your energy to help other people cross over, to raise the frequency and consciousness of other people? Or are you here just gathering your egotistical desires, and you in hedonism, and you in your sensual pleasures and desires? What we doing? What we doing? Then my life, because remember, like Chief teaches us, your life doesn't belong to you. My life don't belong to me. Our life and our experience belong to somebody else. So are you holding that? Are you keeping that to yourself? Are you not giving that to other people? You feel me? We got to think about that shit, because you're going to give yourself a performance review when you die. And you're going to play back your whole life in entirety, in totality. Right? I'm going to say it again. Like Chief teaches, the process of death will be best described as a performance review. At your time of death, or at your time of transitioning, you're going to be presented with a replay of your whole life and the manner in which you chose to live it, right? And it's going to be done through and from the perspective of your higher self, which is your most balanced self, from your higher self and your supreme ego, right? And you're going to judge yourself based on your deeds, and if you lived a life of righteousness and truth and objectivity. If you didn't, you feel me? You're going to judge yourself in accordance to, you feel me, what you was doing. And you're going to create a reality contingent upon that. If you was living a life of morality and good deeds, and you was of service to humanity, then you're going to enter the kingdom of heaven. You're going to be granted everlasting life. You feel me? You're going to be granted everlasting life. If you didn't, if you was being immoral, you was out here cheating and stealing and doing unto others what you wouldn't want them to do to you, then you're going to condemn yourself and create yourself a realm full of regret and guilt. But just only to give yourself another chance opportunity. Like she teaches us, you always get another chance opportunity. Every day you wake up, you get another chance opportunity. That's why Chief calls this the plane of chance and opportunity. This is not the earth. The earth realm is a test. It's a proven realm. It's a proven realm. It's a proven grounds. We're here to be tested. We're here to be proven worthy enough to enter the higher realms of consciousness. So this is a chance and opportunity for you to come here and do the right thing and uphold the laws of Mayat. Uphold the laws of the universe. Do the right thing. Be in tune with nature. Live righteously. Live moral. A moral life. A simple life. Not a life that's indulged in Babylon. Not a life that's indulged in the 7 deadly sins. And your lower self that's keeping you on a lower vibration and repeating generational curses. No, we don't want to do that. When we transition, you want to have that performance review, like, oh yeah, Chief, oh yeah, that was the Messiah, that was the messenger. Some of us gotta go do a performance review and we gotta come back, because we ain't figuring out that we God. You came here solely just to remember that you are God. That's what you came here to do, like Chief teaches. You came here to remember and realize and recognize that you are God. That's what you're doing. And when reincarnation, if you reincarnate, it's because you haven't reached that level of consciousness yet. If you keep having kids and reincarnate, that's because you didn't get that lesson yet. You still learning the same lesson over and over again. So you coming back in a different form to learn that lesson through your child. So that's what death is, man. Death, or the process of death, is best described as a performance review. You feel me? It's I would tell me if I go in there, so I will book my. Oh, for you wrote a book on generational curses? You had to be talking about astrology in that joint. Because in order for you to understand generational curses, you got to understand astrology and biology. Because it's gene narration. It's genetics. Your genes are your thoughts. You feel me? But that's what I wanted to give y'all, man. I want to let y'all know what death is. We can't die, y'all. You don't age. We supposed to reach a certain peak and stay there and look youthful for the rest of our life. You feel me? We ain't supposed to age. We only age because we feeding ourselves the wrong things. Things only die and transition before it's time. It's not even before it's time, but things only transition because it's living out of harmony with what is. It's out of balance. It's imbalanced. It's at dis-ease. It's at a state of dis-ease, a state of discomfort. You feel me? So yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go spread it. Go spread the message, man. Let people know that they can't die. There is no death. There is no death. Until you start cooking your food again. That's interesting. But yeah, that's what I have for y'all, man. Reflect the life of the Most High Chi, Babaji. You feel me? Peace to the gods. I love myself.